Oh dear.
Yeah, well, I got to do a show this week, and I didn't have anything all planned out.
So the show after the show, is it?
Show after the show. Well, it wasn't a show, it was practice.
The show after the practice?
The show after the practice.
Ah. I feel like I've got to have my leprechaun hat on.
Yeah, well, you can do that.
Wait. I've got to get the goggles. Wait. There you go.
Because it's only 2 weeks until
the Renning Snots Festival, as my dad used to call it.
3 weeks, but yeah.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Because next week is the all-cast party. Then the week after that, we got one more week of practice, and then it's showtime for the next 7 weeks. So typical life of a Reddy.
Typical life of a Reddy. Yes.
So, I don't know. I thought we sounded pretty good today.
I think so too. A lot of the harmonies are really gelling. Certain things. I sang in my Kermit voice for the All For Me Mead. I don't know if you noticed that. Since there's so much mention of frogs. Actually harmonized in the voice of Kermit. Yeah, it was there.
It's a jolly fun song anyways.
Indeed.
No harm done, no foul.
No.
We weren't recording for an
frogs.
album or anything.
Only amphibians. It's true.
I have been working on that. I got four songs mixed. So.
Ah. Did you add any allspice in there?
Yeah, a little bit of allspice in there. Had to do special effects.
Special effects, some Lowry seasoning salt.
No, mostly reverb.
Mostly reverb.
And compression.
Aha. Yeah. Well, it's like a pressure cooker then, right?
Yeah, something like that.
You gotta adjust the gauges.
Gotta make everything come out right.
Yep. Otherwise it explodes in the kitchen. It's a horrible mess.
Not quite.
No. Something like that, though. I brought the magical, mystical Eye of Sauron coffee mug with. I hadn't finished my coffee before we got there.
Oh.
So we were practicing in the TARDIS.
And Mishka was a little standoffish, but
Mishka the dog.
Yeah, you can't call him a puppy anymore.
No. Well, it's a puppy on stilts. Sort of like
he's not. No more puppy behavior.
I don't know about that. I had the clonk going,
goofy,
the new cowbell
goofy
pedal.
Dog.
Whereas the goofy dog was trying to eat the pedal, which was entertaining in its own way.
Speaking of, I want to get that goth pedal back for
the goth pedal. Yes. What is it actually called now?
The Gothchild pedal. Yes.
Yeah, because it's called Rothschild, and I keep wanting to get the paint over the R and paint it a G. And he says he's going to let me do that, but I'm not allowed to put Dweezil Zappa stickers on it. That's the one. No Dweezil Zappa.
There can be only one, and that's Frank.
There can be only one, and that's Frank. I like Dweezil. I don't know. What do I know? My dad apparently had a cat named Dweezil. It was like the only. He claims that it's the only cat he ever liked. But whenever he came over, he'd always pet Kit. I don't know.
Kit was a good cat.
Yeah. Dancing in Four Corners is about a walk with him, as many know. So, those who do not know it now.
He is immortalized in song.
He is.
He's in our hearts forever. All hail the great black cat Kit.
All hail the great black cat Kit. Well then, that being said.
Yes.
And now for an awkward silence.
And the awkward pause and the silence. See, they do neighborhoods here and they don't look like trailer parks. I don't understand it.
Well, that's because they were here for a while.
Yeah, but
The old houses are still here on old.
well, the reason I bring that up is because there's a McMansion development that we passed on the way when we were going to practice, taking a different route home. But they got these giant corn cribs up, and they got the name of the development there, and it looks like a trailer park. Only it's for pseudo rich people. So it just baffles the imagination.
Well, McMansions always look to me a bit like townhouses, except they're
on
freestanding.
steroids.
They're
Yeah,
freestanding, and they generally
and they're not townies.
no.
They're like 3-story houses. So yeah.
Right. And they have these great big arches on the front with these great big stone arches, and they're so grandiose, and then you get towards the sides and it's all metal siding, just like the tin cans in the trailer houses.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Same thing, only different.
Same thing, only taller, and with a great big front that looks like a stretched out fireplace, like something right out of Beetlejuice.
Well, you got to store the surplus population somewhere.
Well, there you are. Put them in sardine cans. Why not?
Right. All the business managers and all their worthless jobs.
Well, you know. And now the political segment. O'Reilly Auto Parts with shamrocks welcoming us
I
home.
wonder if we could get a gig there.
There you go. We'll play
Pirates playing.
We'll play O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right.
Tie in the connection.
Well, there we go, and we'll have great big shamrocks on to make sure we're advertising O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It sure beats playing the laundromat, I tell you.
It's true. It's true. Although, as an alternative to watching the band, you can watch the laundry whirl around in the dryers.
Right.
We'll all be like a bunch of house cats.
There's that.
Watch the spinning laundry, and those are sort of rhythmic. We can play the Enlightenment to the rhythm of the rumbling dryers. Perfect. We'll do a dryer solo. That'll be perfect.
It was good doing that video for Beth today.
Mm-hmm.
So someday she'll be able to play the Enlightenment with me.
Yes. Because I don't have to tune my drum strings to get that, but she has to tune her ukulele strings.
Well, it's not tune them. She has to learn the tune.
Well, learn the tune. But,
Right. All in the quest to get her to play lead. It's like, well, you should learn how to play the Enlightenment first. It's just 2 chords and a bunch of strings. So basically,
the Zen Leprechaun Enlightenment. And if you slow it way down, it sounds like blues. Apparently.
yeah, except there's not so many double stops in the blues.
True. It's sort of blues Celtic.
Where do you think the blues came from?
It's probably true.
The melting pot.
The melting pot.
1-4-5 progression. There you go.
Everything came from the blues, and the blues came from everything. It's all true.
The major pentatonic scale led to the minor pentatonic scale, which led to the 1-4-5 progression. And there you go. You got blues and country music and Irish tunes.
Before they created the universe, they first played the blues.
Yeah, preceding the big oops, they had a big party. And then oops, bang!
That's right.
Oh, what have I done? I've creationed.
This machine.
There's no cleaning that up.
This machine kills meteors. There's a sticker to put on your guitars, and your lutes, and your mandolins, and your
Why are
drum
you
cases.
vandalizing the wall with stickers?
We must vandalize the world with stickers.
What on earth did they do before spray cans? They had to carry chisels with them in order to vandalize.
There you go. There you
A
go.
hammer and a chisel.
A hammer and chisel vandalized everything.
I'd like to see you explain that to a cop.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no, no, no.
This hammer doesn't say Krylon. No.
No. I wasn't vandalizing. No.
No chisels. No hammers.
No, I was picking these up for my uncle.
Aye, that's right. I was making a pair of shoes.
I was auditioning for a stonecutter's job.
Yeah, that's right. Playing for the bands with rocks in.
Where is that?
Something.
Oh, and it's our final turn off.
There we go.
Heading into the beautiful disheveled town of Carver.
That's right, the town of Carver. Now, I've always said that little valley that swoops down into Carver, that's the edge of the map. And right beyond that little swooping valley, that's where it says, "Here there be dragons." Those mists in there, that's Carver.
Yeah, no, it's a 5G map, and here's where it ends.
5GM.
Yeah. Here's where your cell service ends.
That's right. Well, that's true too. Well, it's got to have something for the modern era to make it work. There you go. Cell phones still work. They may not have sea serpents on Google Maps, but the sea serpents are always going to be implied, just so you know. The great big whale paintings and sea serpents.
Whale paintings. Now, where have you seen a whale painting?
Well,
they're under the water.
By the Compass Rose. That's where they hang out.
Compass Rose.
Aye.
How are you going to get a painting of the whales are under the water?
The painting of the map, you know. Well, install your pontoons.
Oh, pontoons.
That's right. It's like a pontoon boat in a car. You got to install the cheap carpeting. Wait, they've already got that, don't they?
So
see, there you go.
See, we couldn't afford pontoons, so we used oil drums.
There you go. That's it right there.
We couldn't afford a motor either, so we had Kenny. And then when we wanted to go faster, we'd say, "Kill Kenny!"
No, that's Kill Kenny.
Oh, no, I thought it was Kill Kenny.
Oh, no. Before...
Well, we could always get Arnie and he could do it, and then we could say, "Kill Arnie."
Kill Arnie, there you go.
There you go.
Damn it, they killed Kenny. At least they didn't kill Arnie.
Well, someone's keeping up the tradition at the Van Walters.
It's true. There you are, somebody. I don't know if it's become a bed and breakfast or what it's
Or what? I think it's an or what.
It's an or what.
An or what of the highest variety.
An or what of the highest variety. Yep. It is certainly that.
So I gotta see what's a Ford. A Ford Fairlane 500.
Oh. That's a Ford or what? Fancy. Right next to the ice cream shop that we now have.
Yeah, it's funny how all those cheap cars are now fancy cars.
It's true. And now the fancy cars are all made out of fiberglass.
I suppose that's better than built right.
There you go. Made by Rubbermaid. Right, driving around totes.
Do I have a parking spot? I do.
Yay!
Pulling into the homestead.
Aye, right next to the skelly bones there with the parrot on his shoulder.
Well, since you mention it, there
he is.
He's famous now. And that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in.
That's all, folks.